when JJ approached us, I think the art of Aardman was used. So I'm very proud to show the art, because ours is applied art. The end result is a film. All the drawings and the sets and everything you see downstairs, the end result of that is something moving on a screen. But I love what we do. I love the way we do it. I love the skill and the invention of the people that do it. I wanted to celebrate that. I have to say, I didn't realise what a big experience it would be for me. How much there was to see, and how. For me it was amazing. It's absolutely extraordinary to stand back and see it all, almost with a stranger's eyes. Wow, all this, and this, and that. No, and that as well. That's brilliant. All that kind of feeling. I didn't really. I was hoping for that, I suppose, but it is quite surprising. Because we've never been able to do it before. We've never been able to stand back from what we do and survey it.
There's something very British, I think, about the Aardman humour, and
I think so. Yes.
Something quite unique there.
Yeah.
Which is really British and nothing else, but it works everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
How could you explain that? I mean, is there any explanation to that?
It is very hard to define. In the same way that you don't think you have an accent, like nobody thinks they have an accent. I don't have an accent. I just speak normally, and I don't know what's different about it. In the same way, with our sense of humour, we can't be objective enough to see what it is, but it has an interest in the everyday, and it's kind of it tends to normally come. It's quite close to reality, isn't it? Like, it's not far from reality. Like Tex Avery cartoon is nowhere near reality. Reality is no part of his field of reference. But for us, it's kind of knowing what we know what real life is like, and what ordinary English life is like, and then we exaggerate it and we play jokes in it. But we're not far away from it. But there's also a small strand as well, which is, you would say, was like the Monty Python strand, which is kind of, we like surrealist things and we like absurd things as well, which is slightly different. And I think English humour is quite famous for understatement, and everyone says that. I think it must be true. For example, I think Wallace is not very understated, because he's pretty extreme, but Gromit is superbly understated, because because Gromit sees the whole world going to hell all around him, and he doesn't go he just kind of looks, and does a little look, a small private look, which says he knows what the problem is and he will try to resolve it. So you've got his boss Wallace being quite ridiculous and exaggerated, and Gromit just understated and knowing. And that relationship between sort of master and servant, where the servant is way cleverer than the master, is a comedy classic, I think, a classic situation. And I think we try to make our terms of reference quite specific to British culture and comedy, although I say that. But when we refer to movies for humorous effect, it'll probably be to a Hollywood movie. It'll probably be to, Indiana Jones or Alien or something like that.